Hi, we're Ariel,
And Michelle,
and
and
we're
we're
the
the
Board
board
Game
game
Tutors.
tutors.
Today, we're going to be doing our Just the Basics video, part 1, for the board game Castle Panic. So let's go ahead and get started.
Okay.
So as you can see here is the game board. As you can see, there are several distinguishing factors about the game board. There's a third of the board that is blue, a third of the board that is green, and a third of the board that is red. I'm not sure. I guess this means lake, this means forest, and volcanic land. I'm not sure. It has no bearing on the game. But that's the division of the board. And you can see here there are different numbers covering the different arcs of the board. So, for example, there's 1, and that covers that whole uh, slice of the pie, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that's the division of the game board for Castle Panic. So you're going to ask yourself, okay, well, what is the objective of this game? So the objective of Castle Panic is this whole structure in the middle that you have to construct at the beginning of the game. It's composed of towers and walls. And basically, your objective in the game is to prevent all of your towers from being destroyed by the invading monsters that are trying to destroy your castle. So, at the end of the game, if you have at least one tower remaining standing, and you have eliminated all of the monsters, monster tokens in the game, they are in the dead or discard pile, then you have won the game. So, um, basically, what happens in this game is uh, you have to defend your towers, your castle, and your walls. The walls are obviously defensive structures in this game. And what you want to do is, during the game, there will be several monsters attacking your towers and your walls. And these are the 3 basic kind of monsters in the game. As you can see, this is a goblin. He has 1 hit point, or 1 life, basically. Here's an orc. He has 1, 2 hit points. And the troll, he has 1, 2, 3 hit points total. And the way you can tell however many hit points this monster has left is when the monsters come onto the board, the point on their triangle that is the highest number that will be facing the towers and the castle. So, for example, when the monsters first come out during the game, this troll would start at 3 life, this orc would start at 2, and this goblin would start at 1. Now, these monsters will all be slowly approaching your towers and your castle, and they'll keep moving 1 space at a time at the end of each player's turn. And in order to defeat these monsters, as I've explained, they have respective health points, hit points. The goblin has 1, orc 2, troll has 3. And you're going to be asking yourself, how do I actually attack these monsters and deal them damage so that way they cannot reach the towers? Because that's how you obviously protect your castle. So, what I have here are all the basic attack cards that you can use during a regular game of Castle Panic. And you can see here, this covers all the different rings of the board. So, as you can see here, there's the forest, there's the archer, there's the knight, and the swordsman rings. And lastly, in the middle, it's the castle. So, what you have to do in order to attack these monsters is all these basic attack cards will be used to attack the monsters. And since they're all the basic action cards, they all deal 1 damage. As you can see, for example, the green archer hit 1 monster in the green archer ring. So, if you look here on the board, the green archer ring spans all the way from here all the way down to here. So, if you have a green archer in your hand and there is a bad guy in that archer ring, during your turn, you can use this card. This is called Deterministic Combat, where you play 1 card out of your hand, and as opposed to in other games where you might have to roll dice to see if you hit the enemy unit or the monster, this card, it's definitive. You hit 1 monster in the green archer ring, thereby causing them 1 point of damage. So, in this example, this troll would be hit by the green archer and would go down by 1 hit point. So the point that is their current health value is always pointing toward the castle. Same thing for a knight, although his main limitation is he can only attack in the knight ring. And same for swordsmen. They can only attack in the swordsman ring. So these are all in all the different colors. Green obviously can only attack in the green area. Blue can obviously only attack in the blue area. Red can obviously only attack in the red area. So these are all the basic action cards that you would use to damage monsters and bring their health down to 0. And when their health is 0, they would get taken off the board, flipped over, and put into a discard pile, basically a dead pile of all the different monsters on the board. So, as the game suggests, monsters will be slowly encroaching on your castle and destroying different structures that you're trying to defend, and you will be using all these basic action cards to destroy those monsters before they can do you any damage. And that is all the basic information that you need to know about Castle Panic. In the next video, we'll be going over order of play, how exactly your turns will go in a game of Castle Panic. And then in the following videos, we'll be discussing all the monster tokens in depth, and also all the other cards that you can find in a game of Castle Panic. So, we hope you enjoyed the content of this video. Please send us your feedback, comments, questions, concerns. And yeah, we look forward to hearing back from you guys. And please subscribe to this video if you enjoyed this content and would like regular updates from our channel, The Board Game Tutors.
Thanks so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.